Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Looks like I have a little halo up here on top of my head. I'm sorry about that. Um, it's the best to my abilities. So today is Wednesday, January 12th of 2022. We've been in the pandemic for a few years now. And so this is my business here, Miran Jalisco. And so I've titled this video, my father dies. And it's true because he did die yesterday, January 11th of 2022. And I did not find out through my family that he passed away. I actually found out through Facebook. I was browsing through my Facebook page like all people do in evening time, and I saw my cousin posting, "Mi tío murió, se le va a extrañar," you know, and so it was like, wow. And I was like, "For you serious? Are you like talking about my dad? Like I'm his only daughter and I don't even know he's dead?" Got some business going on, so. Oh, and I do not own rights to the music here in the background. I do not own rights to the music here in the background. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Please come and take your order. For here? Okay. Anything else, sir? All right. Thank you. My regular diners that dine in this morning. So, as I was saying, furthermore, I was at social media and read the message that my father had passed away. And I was like, is she talking about my dad? I mean, who is she talking about? You know, I was kind of confused. And so I texted, I put on there, I'm his only daughter, so it's única hija. And you're not letting me know he's dead. If he is dead, what kind of humanity are you showing me? It's like I was just really blown away by not only the shock that my father had passed away, but learning that how they were behaving was totally inappropriate. So I made this video for that purpose to talk about a little bit about how some individuals will go out and be part of our families, yet they're behaving a certain way or they're doing things a certain way that is just not okay for the other person to experience. So I'll be back. So I remember I don't own rights to the music, so I'll be right back. I'll put my order in before my customer comes in, and keep go grab yourself a cup of coffee, go grab yourself a cup of tea while we come back. I'm back. Thank you for watching the video. So going back to my initial topic of the my father has died. And so, give you a little background story. My mother was 13 when my father impregnated her, and my father was about 24 years old. So, my parents, never had a family with each other. Never lived a marriage. So my mom was a teen mom, and he was a person who never took any responsibilities financially or spiritually, or even no responsibility for me. So my mother ran away, left me with my grandmother, who's my mom's mom. And so that comes about how I've always been the blamed that if I don't speak to my father, then he has every right to not speak to me. That's what my family's always told me, that I have to reach out to my dad, and that it's my responsibility as his daughter to beg him for his love and beg him for his attention. But as a sociologist, that doesn't happen like that. I'm an educated woman. I'm furthering my education, getting my master's soon to be. So, as a sociologist, I can't see myself, it's not healthy to do that. So, throughout my 30 plus years of life, he and I've only maybe seen each other maybe times in our lives. Now he's no longer part of this world, but yes, when he was a living person, he and I saw each other about 4 times max. And so when he got diagnosed with cancer last year, I was never aware, never brought it to my attention. My family never told me anything at all. Now that he's gone, now that he's deceased, I find out through social media that he's deceased. And I just want to make it clear, I'm letting you guys know this information because if anybody out there is living what I'm living, would probably are. And how I feel that he's dead is like, I just feel sadness, and I have a grieving. I have a grieving moment. However, there is nothing wrong with not feeling the pain I felt when my mother died of cancer, also. So it was very painful when mom died. It was very painful when my grandma died. But now, in comparing it to my father's grievances, it's it's not the same, and that's okay. And that's why I want to make this video, so people that see it and go back to it. So if you were not raised by your father, he was just biologically your father, just a sperm donor, like some people might consider it. It's okay to not feel, because it it's basically a stranger. It's basically a stranger. It's somebody that shared your my I shared his DNA, and he's basically a stranger. He's not. He never gave me any monetary assistance. He never gave me no economic help when I needed it. Um, I all I can do and feel right now is just he's just a person that passed away, and like all people, pray for him that he rest in peace, and continue my legacy as a person here in this earth. That I know he's my dad. It's in my birth certificate, but that's as far as I know of him, because we never had a relationship. We were never intimate to be daughter and father date or anything like that. And so, not feeling anything for someone that dies when it's your mother or your father, it's okay. It's normal behavior, and it's normal feelings. And I went to bed thinking to myself, gosh, am I a monster? Am I a bad person to not feel anything for someone that close to me in kinship? And meditated and I reassessed everything I learned this few past years in college and for my professors. I reassessed, and no, I'm not a bad person, and I'm not a monster. I'm actually a human being. I'm a person. And if they took it upon themselves to not let me know my father had died last night, and they kept it to themselves, and they did not share it with me, however, they shared with social media, it's just they're showing how awful of a person they are. So with that being said, that's gonna oh, sorry, my hair's a mess, but that's gonna be pretty much the 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 share of information. I want people to know that if you're having a loved one from your close kinship and you don't feel anything for them dying, it's okay. You're not a bad person for not feeling. You're actually only feeling what was nourished in you. And if that person never nourished any kind of love and gratitude to you as a person, then that's normal. The feelings you have are normal. But anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a topic of irrelevant to my restaurant topics that I've always talked about. But I thought, it's part of my personal life as a business owner. If a person is experiencing that kind of experience and they're wondering, hey, is this normal to feel? Yes, it is normal. If you feel nothing for that person that's dead, and that's your mother or your father or your brother or your sister or whoever it might be, part of your kingship, if you feel nothing for them, it's okay. Nothing wrong with not feeling anything. However, I do want to stress out that you want to go through all your feelings of the cycle of grieving, because it's normal to go through all of them, and that way um, you have better healing. And I spoke to my father prior to him dying, so he and I had some intense conversations when he and I talked. But that's something that he takes with him, and that I will always have in my mind, that I was able to be a good daughter, and that I gave my father and my mother the best of me. And now that I am parentless, it's like I feel the same. I don't feel like I've changed at all. And I know that if you're parentless yourself, and if you have parents, well, good for you. It's awesome that you have your parents, and and build that relationship with them. It's awesome. And it's also good for me that I don't have parents. It's just the way it goes. Everybody has a different kinship structure. But thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. I'm getting off topic again. Thank you for watching.